Hey everyone, it's Felnock and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the wonderful world of upcycling. I'm so excited to show you how to transform all those fabric scraps you've been hoarding. Don't worry, we've all been there, into stunning home decor pieces. We're talking about taking something ordinary and making it extraordinary, all while being budget-friendly and unleashing our inner creativity. Get ready for some seriously inspiring DIY projects, from pillowcases with personality to wall art that wows. Let's get crafting. First up, we're giving those tired old throw pillows a fabulous facelift with some patchwork pizzazz. This is a fantastic way to use up smaller fabric scraps and create a one-of-a-kind statement piece. We'll start by choosing our fabric scraps. Don't be afraid to mix and match colors, patterns, and textures. Remember, this is all about embracing that eclectic boho vibe. We'll cut our fabrics into squares or fun, funky shapes and arrange them into a delightful patchwork design. Once we're feeling the love, we'll sew those pieces together to create the front of our pillow cover. Let's add some handmade happiness to our dining experience with quilted table runners bursting with charm. This is where those larger fabric scraps can really shine. We'll be cutting them into strips or squares, just like with our pillowcases, and stitching them together in a pattern that speaks to our soul. Want to add some extra coziness and dimension? We can totally layer in some batting for a plumper, more luxurious feel. Once our quilted masterpiece is complete, we'll back it with a coordinating fabric, leaving a small opening so we can turn it right side out. A quick stitch to close the gap, a little pressing with an iron, and voila! Get ready to unleash your inner artist because we're transforming fabric scraps into stunning wall art. This is such an easy and affordable way to add a pop of color and personality to any room. We'll be using blank canvases as our base, but you could also use embroidery hoops for a more bohemian feel. Simply smooth your fabric over the canvas and secure it to the back with staples. If you're going with a hoop, just stretch the fabric taut and trim away any excess. And just like that, you've got a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Chapter 4. Chair cushion covers. Sit pretty with upcycled style. Those dining room chairs looking a little worse for wear? Let's give them a fresh new look with some DIY cushion covers. This project is super satisfying and surprisingly simple. Measure twice, cut once. That's our motto. We'll be using our fabric scraps to create custom covers for those tired cushions, adding a pop of color and pattern to our dining space. We'll be sewing a simple cover, leaving one side open to easily slip the cushion inside. And for the finishing touch, Velcro, ties, or a few hand stitches will keep everything snug and secure. Chapter 5. Handmade fabric baskets, organized and oh so chic. Who needs store-bought storage solutions when you can create your own fabulous fabric baskets? These beauties are perfect for corralling clutter with a touch of handmade charm. We'll start by crafting our basket shape using, you guessed it, fabric scraps. Rectangles sewn together will give us a sturdy base, and adding a stiffener or interfacing will help them hold their shape. We'll line those lovelies with a coordinating fabric for a polished look and finish them off by stitching the top edges closed. Chapter 6. Fabric lampshades. Shine a light on your upcycling skills. Let's bring those boring old lampshades back to life with a fabric makeover. This is such a fun and easy way to add a touch of personality to your lighting. We'll be using our trusty Mod Podge or fabric glue to adhere our favorite fabric scraps to the lampshade, smoothing out any wrinkles as we go. Let it dry completely and voila! You've got a brand new lampshade that's bursting with color and charm. Chapter 7. Say goodbye to those pesky drafts with these adorable and effective DIY door draft stoppers. This is a great project for using up smaller fabric scraps, and it's a practical way to add a touch of whimsy to your home. We'll be sewing simple fabric tubes, filling them with rice or dried beans for weight, and then stitching them closed. Place them at the base of your doors, and you've got a charming solution to keep those cold drafts at bay. Chapter 8. Let's elevate our dining experience with some handmade fabric napkins or placemats. This is a fantastic way to add a touch of handmade luxury to our table setting, and it's surprisingly simple. We'll be cutting our fabric scraps into equal-sized squares or rectangles for a cohesive look. A quick hem using a sewing machine or hemming tape, a press with an iron, and voila! You've got stylish and sustainable dining essentials. Chapter 9. Who says drawers have to be boring? We're bringing the joy of upcycling to our storage spaces with these easy and adorable drawer liners. Simply measure the inside of your drawers, cut your fabric to size, and secure it with Mod Podge or double-sided tape. It's an instant refresh that will make you smile every time you open your drawers. Chapter 10. Fabric-covered books. Create a literary masterpiece with upcycled charm, calling all bookworms. Let's give those beloved books a stylish makeover with some fabric covers. This is a fantastic way to add a pop of color and personality to your bookshelves, and it's a great way to use up larger fabric scraps. We'll be carefully wrapping our books with fabric, securing it with glue, and smoothing out any wrinkles for a polished look. Chapter 11. Embellished curtains or valances. Dress up your windows with upcycled elegance. Ready to give those plain curtains or valances a dramatic makeover? Let's get creative with some fabric scraps and embellishments. We can create bold stripes, geometric patterns, or even floral appliques to add a touch of whimsy and personality. Simply sew or glue your fabric scraps onto your curtains for an instant upgrade. And if you're feeling extra crafty, you can even create a custom valance using a rectangle of fabric and some basic sewing skills. Chapter 12. Fabric keychains or wall hooks. Small scraps, big impact. Don't toss those tiny fabric scraps. We can transform them into adorable keychains or decorative wall hooks. Simply cut your fabric into small shapes or strips, sew or glue them onto key rings, or wrap them around plain wall hooks for a pop of color and texture. They're the perfect way to add a touch of personality to everyday items. Chapter 13. Fabric wrap picture frames. Frame your favorite memories with upcycled style. Give those plain picture frames a personalized touch with some fabric wrapping. This project is quick, easy, and oh so stylish. Simply cut your fabric to fit the frame, apply glue, and carefully smooth it onto the frame, making sure to eliminate any wrinkles. Let it dry completely, and you've got a one-of-a-kind frame that's ready to showcase your favorite memories. Who needs store-bought rugs when you can create your own masterpiece using fabric scraps? This project is perfect for larger scraps, and it's a great way to add a pop of color and texture to your floors. We'll be cutting our fabric into strips and then weaving or sewing them together to create a unique and stylish rug. Attach it to a rug backing for stability, and you've got a one-of-a-kind creation that's both stylish and sustainable. Let's add a touch of handmade elegance to our homes with these decorative fabric bowls. They're perfect for holding jewelry, keys, or other small treasures, and they're surprisingly easy to make. We'll be using fabric stiffener to mold our fabric scraps into beautiful bowl shapes. Simply soak your fabric in the stiffener, drape it over an upside-down bowl or balloon, and let it dry completely. Once it's dry, carefully remove it from the mold, and you've got a stunning and functional piece of upcycled decor. Let's banish those boring plastic hangers from our closets and replace them with these chic and stylish fabric-wrapped hangers. It's an easy and affordable way to add a touch of luxury to your wardrobe, and it's a great way to use up those fabric scraps. Simply wrap your fabric strips around the hanger, securing them with glue as you go. You can even add a decorative bow for an extra touch of whimsy. And there you have it, my crafty companions. We've transformed those fabric scraps into a treasure trove of home decor delights. Remember, upcycling is all about giving new life to pre-loved materials and creating something truly unique and personal. We've explored so many fun and easy techniques, from patchwork and quilting to fabric wrapping and embellishing. Now it's your turn to unleash your inner DIY diva and let those creative juices flow. Don't forget to share your upcycled masterpieces with me on social media using the hashtag #ScrapTasticStyle. I can't wait to see what you create.